Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything pop culture and random in the world. I'm your host Mick, and I'm joined by
Wil Dobratz.
Landon Browning.
And we have a special guest. I think his last appearance was like 2015 or something.
On an unreleased episode, I believe. Or
No, it's one of the backlogs.
I remember that.
You've probably heard his voice before, Mr.
Brandon Bich.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thanks for coming on the show, Brandon.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a friend of the show.
You are a friend of the show. And now a person of the show.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if you invite me back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think
see.
you'll be fine. You'll be
We'll have to talk about it.
I mean, we've brought your brother back multiple times.
Yeah.
So.
about to be a big battle here.
Yeah, if Jesse's been back multiple times, I think you'll be fine.
Well, great.
Yeah, you are Jesse's brother, by the way.
Yes,
In case
Jesse's,
people didn't know.
So I'm the middle of three boys. Jesse's the youngest, and then we have our older brother Justin. But
Yep.
we're related.
And you're definitely the coolest.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. By a mile, probably.
That's 5,280 feet.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I try not to be too cool.
Well, that kind of fit with the last time you were on the podcast, because I'm pretty sure we were talking about The Force Awakens all the way back when
Some
that came
Star
out.
Wars thing, yeah.
And I think you were just like ridiculing us constantly for like, how do you guys know all this like details of this movie and universe?
Yeah, well, Dave, you guys
We're just the nerds that watch the movies like 4 times in a row.
get the philosophical backgrounds of
Yeah.
what the director's going
Got to read the novels,
Yeah.
all the commentary.
Yeah,
books behind
I watch
the
those
books.
films for the pure entertainment value. That's pretty much it.
Hey, there's no shame in doing that.
And then I think it was just mouthing off Olan Rogers. the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah.
Please, that wasn't even in the movie. Well, how do you know?
He didn't say please.
He did. I watched it again. You're correct. He did not say please.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good spot to say please, but it's
Yeah,
not there.
I think Olan Rogers should redo the whole film.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
He's got a cartoon. Final
Yeah.
Space. He's on his
I
second
watched
season,
like
I
the
think.
first couple episodes of it,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
definitely
they weren't free anymore.
Wow, you cheapskate.
The new age cartoons though, where it's just like fast paced, like a lot of stuff happening. And
Really
I'm not a
quirky
fan of those.
humor
Yeah,
and-
like I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. So I watched the first season and it was cool, and I'm glad he got to do a second season.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%. I was worried that it was going to flop, but it turns out
People seem to
I
like
guess,
it.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
liked it. It has its own like little cult fan base, I
I
guess.
think if
yeah.
you like Rick and Morty, you'll like it.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's very similar in like style and
Yep,
humor.
cartoon or not cartoon, the animation.
Is
Yeah.
it dark? Is it dark at all? Or?
There's some dark
I would say
moments.
so.
There's
It's
some
not
sad
like it's not like
moments.
Rick and
I
Morty
cried.
dark, but
Oh.
there's some good moments.
Because like Rick and Morty's like really messed up. Like
It's not quite as messed up
Mm.
as that.
Yeah, Owen likes his stories and likes the character development. So
Yeah.
yeah, he definitely brings the drama to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owen Rogers is a YouTube star.
Yep.
He does this show. It's on TBS, right?
I think so. Yeah, TBS. Yeah.
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 TBS
That's
and
who
Adult
picked
Swim,
it
I
up.
believe. Both of them.
I wanna finish the season because I don't think I finished the first season.
Yeah, you should at least finish the first season.
Yeah,
'cause
give him
the,
some credit.
the story gets really good in the second half of the first season. Like I wasn't even like that big of a fan of like the first half of the first season. I was like, okay, I'll stick it out though, and it got really good.
Mhm.
And I haven't even watched the second season at all. But I think is it finished yet?
I don't remember.
I don't either. But I
Is
think
it-
I'm gonna wait till it's finished.
is
the
it
second
streaming
season.
anywhere? Is it on like
Um,
Hulu or?
I don't know. Same thing. It wasn't on
I don't
TBS.
know.
You
Yeah.
could watch for the first few episodes, and then you had to subscribe.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
I
I
did.
didn't want to do that.
I did on demand
Sorry,
through
Olan.
Comcast. That's how
I'm
I watched
cheap.
the first
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, on demand through Comcast. So
Yeah.
or Xfinity or whatever it's called.
I've been doing the Hulu Live recently for like my TV, like instead of doing cable, and it's actually really nice. Like,
Is
you
that
Oh.
different than just like Hulu and Hulu Plus?
Yeah, you add so like normal Hulu's like everything with commercials, and then I think the Hulu Plus is no commercials, and then they have Hulu Live, which is like I think it's like $30 or $40 more a month, but you
Mhm.
get all like your basic cable, like you get
Oh, so
your-
basically TV.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you can cancel it anytime,
Right.
or and you get like free DVRing, and then like I was able to go on like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I watched that, and like I hadn't watched the first 4 or 5 episodes, but they have them like
Oh, cool.
ready to watch. So
Mhm.
it's like
So it's just a cheaper alternative to.
yeah, with
Like
no
Comcast
with no
or-
plans. Like it's a
Yeah.
little slower. Like if I'm watching the game on Hulu Live and I like check the score online on my phone. Like it's maybe like a minute or two behind.
Because it's streaming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you can watch it out like you can watch it just on data too. So if you're like out and about,
It's October 12th.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew you wouldn't get it. Yeah, you're so bad.
I give up. I'm not doing it.
I remember
anymore.
like I put you forward. I'm like you should host every week, Mick. I'm like you're the man for the job.
Not only
And then-
you, 2 other people voted.
Yeah,
and
and
said I
we
should do it.
clearly we picked a bad
Because they
leader.
didn't want to do it.
Just because I forget the date, I'm a bad host.
Yeah.
What you need to do is write it down.
It's written down right there on my
Well,
notes.
I got nothing for you. You're just.
That's how bad I am.
That's how it should lead in. Like you should lead in with it. Like, welcome to the Hotkeys podcast for the date of whatever. I'm your host.
exactly.
Mick forgets a lot.
Sure.
For the date of whatever. Welcome.
Yeah.
You're just so eager to jump right into the topics.
Everybody knows what
You
date
just
it
miss
is. I was excited.
Oh, no.
Brandon's here. You know,
Yeah.
It's true.
Brandon takes
threw a
priority
variable.
over the date.
Yeah, but Brandon was giving you like
The date is constantly
hyped you up
changing.
a little bit.
Brandon
He's like-
always stays the same.
he was like, "You'll get it this time. Like you'll remember."
Brandon
Try.
pre-show is like, oh, I believe in you 100%, and then you just completely let him down.
He even played Eye of the Tiger for me, and it didn't do anything.
the Rocky theme right after that too.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's all right, Mick.
I tried.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brandon and I actually met Olan Rodgers in Seattle a couple
did.
years ago.
We sure did. We took a trip. He was doing Eat a Slice with me.
Yeah.
So he's just going around inviting everybody over and just ordered pizza. It was weird.
Yeah, he did it was a trip all around the U.S., wasn't it?
It was, yeah. He did
In
a big tour.
Certain
so, yeah.
cities.
So basically that.
It was like a
big
meet and
ones.
greet, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can go. He had all this swag because he runs a apparel website.
I bought a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm. And then
And
you
some-
snaked through it, and then you actually got to talk to him, and we were all starstruck. So most of us were just, you guys want me to sign some stuff? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we
Yeah.
wanted to ask him because he's got a couple tattoos on his arms that we don't know what they are. So questions like that, like, hey, what's your tattoos? What's your next project?
Yeah.
Nothing. We're just staring at him.
yeah.
Yeah, I even had stuff written down. Obviously, like I forget the date. I forgot the questions, and I didn't ask.
How
them.
long ago was this? How old were you?
Wow.
It was like 2013.
Yeah, it was way before I
2014 or
went to
something?
the army, so it was before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to say
somewhere around there.
2012 almost.
Yeah, could have been. Then.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, a group of
long
us went
time ago,
over.
yeah.
Dave from
Yep,
the show.
Dave,
went over.
Jesse, and then our
Jesse.
friends the Hewitts, and
Yep.
Jessica. And what's even more funny is Adam. He doesn't know Olan at all, but he was the one like chatting his ear off the whole time we were there. He's just signing stuff, and all of us were just, oh, it's Olan. And then he's just, hey man, yeah, something, and then Olan would say something, and Adam would come in with his comments.
Yeah, it's like, get out of here, Adam.
you don't even know this guy. We were there.
What are you doing here?
I
You were
remember, Michael, you specifically coming back and complaining.
Yeah.
That Adam was the one who
Yep.
just like completely stole it.
I got
You
mad.
even know Balloon Shop, Adam? I
Yeah.
don't think you do.
Yeah, I was there from the beginning. I know Blue Shop.
The jet skis in Cabo.
Oh man, it's taking me back. Bam.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Gosh.
Olan Rodgers, he's the man.
Yeah.
So would you go and see him again if you could?
Probably.
He's just a
Yeah,
good guy.
probably.
And
Yeah.
he's funny. So he does this stand-up bit too. So he basically takes his monologues he does on YouTube and then does a stand-up routine. And he's funny.
Friend of the
I
show,
could pull for
Jonah, absolutely hates Olan Rodgers.
Oh, does he? I'm
He
not
doesn't.
surprised.
He doesn't find him funny at all.
Jonah has some weird opinions sometimes.
Jonah has almost all of Jonah's opinion. Like Jonah's an intelligent man, and I
Mm.
like Jonah, but like some of his takes on stuff, like just
They're
terrible.
wild.
Terrible.
It's because he thinks too much. Like,
Yeah,
too hard
yeah.
about it.
Like he watches Man of Steel, and he's like,
I mean, that's a great movie.
Man of
No,
Steel
but,
is
like-
good. Man of Steel is good.
I-
Thank you, Will.
like it's not something. It's a superhero movie. Like,
Yeah.
the messaging isn't
Superhero-
that deep.
Right.
Like, and
Dude, The
They-
Dark Knight is a superhero movie, and it's got pretty deep themes.
Yeah, but it's not like any of those superhero movies. It's not like it's like a Scorsese film or like
It doesn't have to be.
Well,
Scorsese came out and kind of like
Yeah,
Take
he's a
your-
punk.
yeah, but his movies are way better than any. Of
I
the
think
superhero
Samuel L.
things.
Jackson had the perfect response to that. He's like, not everybody likes like his movies. Like it's all like
Yeah.
subjective. Opinion's opinion. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah,
That's it.
but
Yeah.
I like superhero movies.
I know.
like the
Yeah.
entertaining value of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, they're an entertaining 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like watching Superman just come in and like punch the crap out of a bad guy. He goes flying
Right.
a mile across
That's
the
fun
town,
to watch.
destroying skyscrapers in the process. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, and not every film has to be high art either.
Right.
Like,
No, exactly.
Can we all-
Exactly.
Can we all agree that there's a line though, like with Captain Marvel, like that just wasn't like
In
great
my
for me to
opinion,
watch.
that was a bad movie.
Yes.
Well, that's with anything.
It was
like,
very
there's-
boring and not entertaining.
There's good
at all.
popcorn films and there's bad there's movies that try to be high art that are just boring too.
Yeah.
Like you're watching like, okay, they just tried way too hard to make this like
Right.
super deep.
Like Wonder Woman, I thought was very good.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, not so much.
Yeah, or like the new
Yeah.
the new Tom Cruise, what are they called? The Mission Impossibles. Like those are fun action
oh
movies.
gosh,
Like,
Mission Impossible is my favorite action movie. I think.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible Fallout.
like those are
So
good, but like you watch other action movies, they're like, it's a snooze fest, and you walk out and you don't
Yeah.
care. Like
The Mummy
so.
with Tom Cruise.
It's so weird that they made that. I forgot that they did that. I didn't
Well, they
really
were
watch it.
gonna like do this whole like monster universe with Universal and stuff, and they like named the cinematic universe for it and everything, and it was one crappy mummy movie.
It bombed
and
too,
it
didn't
flopped too.
Yeah,
so
it was
they're like,
bad.
nah.
Yeah,
Eject
Maybe
button.
We shouldn't do this.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
they were gonna like have Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man, and they had like all this like laid out. Like Annalena Jolie was gonna be Bride of Frankenstein, and it was like maybe you should make just one good movie first, and then maybe go into like the 8-year plan or whatever.
That's like planning the MCU before Iron Man.
It
comes
really
out.
is, yeah. And I'm sure they had some broader idea, but they started
Shouldn't
with
announced
they
it,
started with
like-
one exactly. Like just make one good movie and then go from there.
Yeah.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Yep.
Because making a good, enjoyable movie is difficult. I don't think that's an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Very tough.
Yeah. I like John Wick though. That's my
John Wick's my
Those are my
favorite
favorite action
Yeah,
movies.
those are,
I have never seen John Wick 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, I'm letting somebody else borrow them right now. Once I get
Okay.
them back, they are going to you.
I've only seen the first one. I haven't
And you
seen the
have to
second or
watch them.
third.
And then after you will, they're gonna go to Brandon.
Sounds good to
And
me.
Brandon's gonna finish the series. Yeah,
So
they're
good.
they're amazing.
I just like Keanu. He's a
He's so
good actor, and then he like trained for that film too.
Yeah.
So I was watching the videos of him at the range. Just
I mean, look at him.
ding, ding,
I
ding,
mean,
ding,
he's
ding, ding. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
we have a
Little
huge
movie poster with
huge
it.
poster.
Courtesy of Will.
Anyway,
should be
he's
in my house.
good.
What?
What?
I'm kidding.
Hey, maybe you can grab that one because Once Upon a
After I
Time in
get Once
Hollywood's
Upon-
coming up.
Yeah, you know.
I probably like Once Upon a Time Hollywood more than like
Probably.
John Wick, so I'll probably leave that
Donate it to
longer.
me.
Yeah.
That's a huge poster though. That's like
It's a bus shelter.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, we hang those up near the ceiling of
Yeah.
at our theaters. So
Yeah. So those are like way up high,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
dangling.
You get
Yeah,
a big
let me
ladder out.
know.
You get a big ladder. You climb up.
yeah, I hate it so much. I hate. I'm kind of a
Is
little
it
scared of heights.
An
so-
A-frame.
I think so. It's the ladder that kind of swings out, and it's
A-frame.
kind of
It looks like an A.
it's like an upside down V.
Or you. Huh?
Or you, yeah, anything really, but not really an A though.
Yeah. Not even.
A-frames
Not even
aren't-
close.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, my boss wanted to lean it up against the wall, and I was like, no, not a good idea.
I do that sometimes.
Not really designed for that.
Yeah.
You can make it work
But-
though.
I've done it before.
I've done it. Climbing up on a roof. I'm like, that's all I got. Just
Yeah.
lean up against
Done
it.
that where like you have a staircase and you put it on the staircase and lean it on the wall
No,
opposite of it.
no.
I've done that.
You have okay.
Yeah,
well,
that's
you're crazy.
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't.
I've done a lot of stupid things on a ladder. I've
Yeah.
fallen off a ladder before.
Well, I can see why.
Yep.
Yeah. If no
That's what I get for working with some family construction workers.
Yeah, they're trying to cut.
They like to
corners.
do their own rules. They don't really
Yeah.
follow standard safety stuff.
Yeah.
What's OSHA?
Yeah.
They don't.
They
exist.
don't know.
Yeah. But the sad part though is like doing stuff safely typically is quicker too. Like in the
It's
long run,
quicker,
like-
and when you do it over and over again, it doesn't feel like you're like, oh, I gotta do it the hard way, or but it's
Yeah.
just like practice at that point.
Because like when you're doing something like dangerous, like you can't really focus on the job what you're trying to do. Like you're more focused on like, oh, this is pretty
Mhm.
sketchy.
Right.
Like
I could fall and die.
yeah.
If I just duct tape this step back on the ladder, it's fine.
Is that something that happened?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
maybe not. Yeah.
Especially if it's like a middle step. Like if it's like the first one, maybe, you know,
Sure,
like,
just
'cause you don't
skip it.
really need that
Yeah.
one. Like, but it's like in
No
the
one ever
middle,
steps
like,
on that one.
You go through that middle step, get caught up in the. Oh,
I don't want to think about it.
Dude, it sucks.
yeah.
I almost lost my finger in a joist of a
Yeah.
house.
Ooh.
Almost chopped my finger off on a skill saw.
Wow.
I did. There was a lot of stupid stuff.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah, pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I've got some battle scars though.
Yeah. I had my ladder blow over one time. I was on top of the roof of a grocery
Oh,
store.
no.
And it fell over, and like the store wasn't that high off the ground.
So you
Like,
jumped?
I did actually. I hung off the edge of the roof and just let
yeah.
go. And it was like really actually nerve wracking because I dropped 4 or 5 feet
That's
probably.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Which like, but I had to lower, and like there's that moment where like you're hanging, and you're like, well, dude, I can't really pull myself back up. And you just drop. It hurts so bad. Like,
Yeah, because that's just straight down.
yeah.
The key is to lock your knees.
Oh
That's
no!
exactly what you don't do.
Yeah.
Try to land on your wrists.
Did you roll when you hit the floor? or
No,
did
I
you-
landed it. I just landed it.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
I bent my knees, but I mean,
Gotta
I don't
tuck
think
and
I-
roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of collapse.
Yeah. It hurt the tailbone. Like that was what hurt
Yeah,
the
when
most.
your butt hits the ground.
No, that's just from the impact. Like it.
Oh.
Ooh, that's
gotcha.
really bad.
Yeah.
If you don't even hit your tailbone on the ground, but you
yeah.
feel it.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't want to call in the store and be like, hey, my ladder fell over. Can you guys like put it up for me? Like,
As they stand up and look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want this?
yeah.
There was a funny video I saw of this somewhere in the UK. These two workers were on a roof, like doing some work or something in a neighborhood, and this crazy elderly woman comes out and like starts screaming at them, like, "You can't be up there! Like it's Saturday. You can't work up there on
Oh,
Saturdays."
I think you showed that to me.
Yeah.
It's like in England or something, right?
Yeah, and
and she freaks out.
freaks out and she's like, "I'm taking your ladder," and she takes the ladder and starts like
Oh,
walking
no.
away, and the guys are like, "Okay, well, call the police."
Oh, not this again.
Yeah, and she comes back like multiple times, like screaming at them, like trying to prove her point. It's like, lady, you're just insane. Just give them the ladder.
It's like you took their ladder. That should be end. But then you come back and justify yourself by screaming at them more. It's like
Yeah.
that's just the worst.
It's like, oh, sorry, these customers hired us to do this job, and we have to do it to, satisfy the customer.
Yeah.
What kind of philosophy is that where you can't work on
don't-
Saturdays? Is that some kind
I
of
don't
Sabbath
know.
thing?
Lots
Like,
lots of people work on Saturdays.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
lots of people.
I work
This is
today.
in England?
Yeah.
I work next week on Saturday.
Yeah.
England too is very surprising that somebody is upset about working on Saturdays.
I don't know.
Hence, just a crazy person.
Yeah, crazy.
Guess so.
Speaking of crazy people.
Yeah.
Oh
speaking
boy,
of,
here we
speaking
go.
of crazy people,
So I think
take your ladders away.
I think we mentioned a couple episodes ago that like my neighbors had moved out. My downstairs neighbors. There used to be a family and with like 3 kids that
Mhm.
lived below, and like they were fine. They were fine neighbors. I never even interacted with them at all, which is perfect. That's what I want. I don't want to talk to anybody that lives in my apartment complex besides the one guy that lives like a couple doors down. Like,
He's one of the few.
yeah, he's one of the few. Like, and like our conversations are like very brief, just like, hey, how's it going? Good.
Oh.
Oh, you like the weather? Yeah, nice. All right, take
You're
it
not-
easy.
You're
Like,
not cooking meth?
The weather,
yeah.
thrilling.
But so I had like 2 to 3 weeks of like nobody beneath me, which was nice.
Especially for poker night.
Yeah, for poker night, which was that was terrible.
It's a little rowdy.
You got a little rowdy.
Maybe they were there on poker night, and that's why.
Oh
But,
no.
But they've been here for a couple weeks. I've seen them moving in. It's 1, maybe 2 people. And just yesterday, I woke up Friday. I'm ready for the week to be over already. Like I'm ready for the weekend to be here. I walk out my door, close it, and I turn. There's a note on my door. I'm like,
Nice.
what was this? Sometimes like the maintenance people leave notes or they leave like updates from what's going on in the apartment complex, and I want to read the note.
Verbatim.
So it says, "Dear people above us!" Exclamation point.
Oh, they're serious.
That's a warning sign right
Can
there.
you please,
Red
and
flag.
please is underlined 3 times, walk lighter. You shake my light fixture and picks on my wall every's underlined single time you walk. I wake up every ... single ... morning ... when you get up. I tried letting it pass, but my broken / disrupted sleep from the loud walking and shaking of my walls needs to stop, please. Thanks, your people below who are sleep deprived.
Oh my goodness.
Which I don't curse on the show, so I'm not going to say any curse words,
There you
but
go.
like very angry by the note because like I don't walk very loud. And B, I guarantee I could probably run through this apartment and I know their walls aren't shaking. You know, like not shaking
No, I
any
don't
walls.
think so. I mean, this is an older apartment complex. Well, it's not even that old.
It's probably like, I would say 20 years.
I don't think so. Yeah. but
Based
even
on the
then-
carpets, probably
Yeah.
like early 90s.
And I've been in my share of apartments, and yes, when you have a neighbor upstairs and they're, like I drive with my heels when I walk, so like I don't stomp, but I'm moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and still like you can feel kind of the room shake, but like how often do you walk? You walk to one place, do your thing, turn around,
Yeah, walk.
sit down,
Yeah.
get up, walk somewhere else. Yeah, it's not like you're dun 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 dun.
Yeah, like that's my thing. Like, so like I work, so and it seems like the main complaint is that it's in the morning that I'm waking her up.
Right.
I don't get up that early. I get up at like 7:15 to 7:30.
Yeah,
which is not-
respectable.
Like that's like I feel like that's a pretty normal.
That's a normal time
Yeah.
to wake up. I wake
That's
up at
also like the
7:30.
standard time when like construction work is like allowed to start is around 7:15, 7:30.
Yeah.
So there's going to be loud noises in the world at that
Yep.
time anyway.
Yeah. So it's like,
This lazy bum should be getting up
well, like
anyway.
well, like that's my thing. Like, so it's like, and also when I get up, if she's trying to sleep until 9 or whatever, like I'm up at 7:15, 7:30. I get up, take a shower, and then I'm gone. I'm only awake and moving around my apartment for a tops of maybe 30 to 40 minutes
Right.
before I'm out. And then I get home anywhere from, on average, probably at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock after work. And I take a shower. I cook something if I didn't bring something home, and then I just sit down on the couch for like a couple hours. And then I'm in bed at, I would say I probably go to bed at like 11 to 11:30 most nights.
Sure.
So there's already like a 7 to 8 hour window where there's definitely no noise going on. So,
I'm wondering if they work nights.
well, but if they work
Yeah.
nights,
In
then
the note, they said that every morning.
yeah,
It's
Oh.
every morning. You stomp on the floors.
Including Saturdays. if
doing
you
your
wake up at
jumping
10:30.
jacks and
Yeah.
whatever else you're doing.
yeah. So, but like that's if she's probably, I would assume she's getting up later than me. She's probably going to bed at the same time or a little bit later than I am.
Right.
So the disruption can't be going on at night. If that's the case, she can't be sleep deprived if she's only waking up an hour or two before she normally gets
Sounds like
up.
you just have a annoying neighbor.
Yeah. And then this brings
You will never
this,
win.
This brings me to the reveal. I told Mick about this,
Oh, here we
and
go.
this is, I don't know this individual, but Mick does.
I do know this. I do know this
Oh.
person.
And you know the person too.
You know the
believe,
person
right?
too.
We could name drop her, right? Like Dave could bleep
I
it
don't
out
know.
if it's.
Tell me where I would know them from.
From ITC.
Oh, what? Would I know
Will
them?
actually might know
Will,
them
you
too.
probably know her
Oh,
too.
no.
It's your sister.
Oh, gosh. No, she lives across the street. Stop.
I'm kidding.
Oh, interesting.
You should name drop.
So this
name
is like
drop
a
'em.
like potentially a nice Christian gal.
No.
Oh. Well, never mind. I'm kidding.
No, you name drop for Dave can bleep it out
Okay.
Interesting.
We can bleep all these names out.
or leave him. I don't care.
What? Really?
Save
older
and find
sister?
a show.
Yep. And bleep that name out too.
Oh, sorry.
Just take most of this that we just said and just cut it off and then pick it up.
Bleep and bleep
Anyway.
down there.
And
Anyway.
but then
They're
it
related
also,
to
like,
bleep?
the web of craziness continues because it sounds like she's either dating or good friends with somebody that I used to work at a fast food place. So
Sure.
like I want conflict to happen. Like I want this to escalate. Like
Oh, no.
But you also have like a secret weapon up your sleeve because you reportedly said that they have animals.
they do have animals and it's a no pet
Yeah.
policy.
Yeah.
So not only they have like 2 cats and a dog, I think they or her. I think it's either 1 or 2 people that live down there. And another complaint that I had, like, and this is before this happened. I was sitting in my like, they smoke a decent amount of marijuana,
Nice.
and like I can smell it in my living room.
Is this a no smoking too?
I don't think so. I think you
Well,
can smoke.
Probably not in your building.
I don't know,
Yeah,
But-
you might want to check that.
Yeah. but like I could definitely smell it. I never smelled marijuana before. Like,
Well, it's definitely distinct.
It
Yeah, no,
smells
you-
like a
like-
skunk's
Yes.
anus
yeah,
somewhere around there.
yeah. So I'm like, that was before all this happened. And now this happened. I'm like, okay, like all right,
Sure.
you're complaining about my noise, but like.
You've got some cannon.
Yeah,
fodder right
like
there.
so like my thing is I don't know the appropriate way to react to this though. Like do I just not do any I
Honestly-
feel like not doing anything is probably the best thing.
I think what you said is wait like a week and then write a letter to them saying like, hey, has the noise been any better? And then just go from there.
And then be like if not it could be just that the ceilings are
Yeah.
thin because
Yeah, and
if it
probably
does
is.
escalate, like I don't know, maybe let your landlord know because like it's better to like give them like a heads up, like than to just like have like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I would say
if like the first thing he's hearing about it is the people below having complaints with you, that's the first thing that he's gonna think is, oh, something's wrong with the top, not the bottom.
But I've lived here.
sense.
I've lived here for 9 months. They've lived here for 2 weeks.
Okay, it was just a suggestion.
And my thing too
but-
is I never had the family that lived below me never
yeah,
complained
that's
at
the
all.
other thing too.
And they had kids.
They had
and-
kids, so it's like I think someone with kids would have more motivation to actually complain if like it's like
Could you hear the kids at all?
No.
Okay, yeah, that probably says a lot more than.
It might not even be you.
Yeah,
That's making
Probably.
all the ruckus and stomping and stuff.
Is
Even
it
though you're right
possible
above
that's the?
I don't
Does
think
anybody live in the one across?
It's actually me.
Next to you?
Every time you leave in the morning, I come in here and I just
Just
stomp
jump around.
I'm like, want to
Yeah.
test out how springy your floors are.
I would
Yeah.
say, yeah, don't do anything.
just
Just let it
lay
go.
low.
And
Yeah,
if they want to complain again, then there you go. But up until then, yeah, just
yeah. just-
not do jumping jacks every day.
Yeah.
Maybe every other
My
day.
thought, like, I really want to just write a note that said no thanks and like put it on the door.
No thanks.
Yeah, just see
No.
what like just turn.
That would escalate.
Yeah.
If that's what you want. That'd be the way to do it. But I would say just let it go.
Yeah,
Just let them have their moment of frustration and then
Yeah.
see what happens.
But if you're like super like if you're super sleep sensitive, why would you like you moved into a bottom floor in an old apartment building? Like,
I think they're stupid.
well, that's my thing.
Say
Like,
louder, Mick. You won't.
and also like they didn't wait that long. They'd only been here for 2 weeks. Like I feel like that's pretty early to pull the trigger on.
Sure.
On wow, you suck above me. Shut
Yeah,
up.
like-
And that's the thing, because they say every morning. What does that mean? Is it really every morning?
Well, is like because like
It's literally
I
every
worked
morning, Brandon.
I
Since
worked till
moved
like
in.
I worked till like 3 in the morning or 2:30 in the morning on Monday. I worked all the way through the night. So I got home. I didn't wake up till like 10 the next day. So like that's definitely one day where
Yeah,
they
there's no
definitely
way.
didn't.
Yeah.
So
Unless they sleep until noon.
if that's the case, then I have absolutely zero pity for
Yeah,
them.
no,
Like
yeah. You moved into a bottom apartment.
yeah, that's
What do you want from me?
yeah. Maybe that's what I should leave. Like you moved in.
You're the idiot here.
Yeah, like you like
I would say that is another way to escalate it. Basically, just writing them a note is going to escalate.
yeah.
So whatever you want to
I wish
say,
they would have just came and talked to me. Like like
That would be like the respectable thing to do.
yeah, like
yeah.
come like especially because okay
Or
I
the
got
mature
home.
thing. To
I got
do.
home. So that this note was on my door Friday morning. I got home. I got home Thursday from work, and I immediately left. I took a shower and I went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the football game with friend of the show Jordan. I got home at like 9 or 9:30. The note was not there at 9:30 at night. The note was
Oh,
there at 8 in the morning the next day. So it's like they could have knocked them. Like if they left it that night,
Sure.
they could have left it. Or if they didn't, they were clearly up before I was out the door.
Yep.
So
It's weird. I would say just
Yeah.
let it go.
yeah. Part of me wants to take the note and put it on somebody else's upstairs.
Maybe that's what's been happening. It's just been passed around.
Just to cause conflict.
Oh, that's an idea. Yeah. What if it's like not even them? Right? It's not the actual person downstairs. It's somebody else, and the note just keeps being passed to all
Yeah.
the upstairs
Causing
people.
conflict.
Oh no!
Walk to the other side of the
How sinister
apartment
is that?
complex and then put it on just a random top floor.
The person that originally was written for just keeps stomping and just keeps escalating things, and then they post the other notes that they get around the apartment complex as well.
This could be opening something big.
The original person's like, I never
Scandal.
got a note. I don't know what you're talking about.
The scandal of a lifetime.
Like initially part of me wanted to go like just knock on their door, be like, hey, did you leave this on my
Sure.
door? Like be like, what's your problem? Like,
That's what I would have done.
yeah.
Not what's your problem, but just to go, hey, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm walk real loud.
So is that what I do then? Do I go talk to them?
Well, how long's it been?
It was posted there yesterday morning.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably still close, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I would do.
Mm.
If you want to be a good neighbor, and clearly if they're
Landon,
being bothered by
do you wanna be a
something-
good
Oh, that's the
neighbor?
question.
I actually don't want to be a good neighbor.
Then yeah, that's the question. If you want to be the upstanding citizen, and there's some conflict that obviously you've created, even if you're not doing anything, then you could go and
Yeah.
confront it head on.
I got an idea.
Dude,
Yeah.
Brandon, respect.
Stomp on the floor in
That's what
Morse
it is.
code and relay that message to them.
Do like something like
Shut up.
I'm being held. I'm being held here.
Call 911.
The stomps are coming from upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever complained to because I've been in a couple apartments, and yeah, definitely get some noisy neighbors. But
Yeah.
if it's not like crazy, like my
Well,
walls
and that-
are falling off of you every
You're
Well,
gonna have
that's
to watch screaming at night on PlayStation.
Yeah,
like,
like I've screamed really loud, like
Sure.
in GTA, like when something doesn't go right.
when Mick sideswipes Landon for the final.
It's
first place.
always an accident.
No, it's not.
Everybody always buys it's an accident too. It's either you or Dave. They're like, "Oh, sorry, it's an accident." Like we just are like, "It's
Dave
cool." Dave's the worst.
Is best brother.
Oh,
I do
gosh.
think most of them are incidental. Like most crashes in GTA are incidental, though.
They are because there's so much like play
There's a
with
little latency,
connection,
a little-
latency, and just
and you can
Except-
tell when
yeah.
it's you can
Except-
tell when it's like
Except Jordan. Jordan just drives.
and
poorly.
Jesse. Jesse's just all
Jordan
over the
and
place.
Jesse, yes, they both drive very poorly, and it reflects upon their placings. Except Jesse will randomly get a first for no reason. And
It's because he wrecks everybody else, and then
That's true.
and then everybody else gets mad at everybody else. And then Jesse's like, "Whoa, I got first place." Happens all the time.
Okay, you're right. That's true.
He fell behind for a more dramatic victory.
Well, since we're on video game stuff, did you guys hear news about PS5?
heard a little bit. Yeah.
I got some details right here.
Yeah. Whip out an article, Will.
Whip out. It's actually a Reddit post that says
Whip out a Reddit
for my
post.
dude/dudettes at work, and just summarizes the whole entire article. So
What a guy.
general info.
One of the first
Bro.
things I heard that was officially released is that it's going to be called the PlayStation 5.
Oh, dude.
Shocker,
So
right?
original.
Yeah.
I would have
my
loved to
gosh.
break that story.
It's funny. After I saw this, The Onion released an article saying, "In crazy news, Microsoft gets a upper hand on Sony by releasing and announcing
I
a
saw that too.
PlayStation 6." It's like
oh yeah,
it's like way
Yeah.
better than the PS5 specs that were released. And, like it plays like every single PlayStation game.
Yeah. Well, I think they said that because I saw an article that this might be the end of consoles, like console gaming, just because technology can only get so good and people are more going towards PC. Because you can just go and build all your stuff for the awesome graphics. But anyway, so I think there's a comment that the PlayStation 5 might be the last one, and then they'll transition to whatever else. So I think that's why the Onion picked up on that. And now
It
Microsoft
was really funny.
coming from behind with PlayStation 6.
They were like, "Yeah, now Microsoft just has so much more money to make. They're now available to all the Sony exclusives."
Anyway,
It's like, oh, I didn't know it was that easy.
I don't know what the console will go. Like if it goes away, like what's going to be next then in the gaming world?
Well, what was
Streaming.
that like?
Well, that's the thing. But what were you streaming on?
What was that thing that
The TV?
Google?
Google
released?
Stadia.
Yeah,
It's-
but that
okay.
was just a pile of poo. wasn't
Google
it?
Stadia sucks. So there's a very apparently I've never tried it, so I can't speak from experience.
Just
but
the
apparently
countless reviews, though.
the
on it.
reviews that there's a ton of latency because it's the feature is like, oh, you can play from like from online, everything is streaming.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with that is that it's not as good as like a wire. It's never as good as a wired connection or
Mhm.
anything closely remote to that, even Bluetooth. So you're playing from these servers in Google, like where they have a Google, and there's just this giant latency, and they claim that like, hey, in the future we're going to predict your button inputs. And that is
What?
how, they
Oh,
literally
yeah.
came out and said that. It's like, we're going to predict your button inputs. That way latency lowers. It's like, how are you going to predict human behavior? I mean, sure, I get like some inputs, like
I have
jump
to
over a
shoot
ledge.
right now, or I have to jump over this.
But like,
ledge.
have you ever just like twiddled the thumbstick for no reason and had your character run around in
All the
circles?
time.
All the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
100%.
Or I'll jump knowing I'm not going to make it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to do this
Nathan-
again.
I want to see Nathan Drake fall to his death again.
No.
Nathan.
Yeah. Because that'd be hard to link up. Because exactly, if you're moving your character to an edge and there's a point where you're supposed to push it, then they would send the signal, whatever, for your character to jump.
If you jump
If
too
they're
early.
guessing, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I
now
would just psych it out every
it
time.
wouldn't make sense.
Oh no, I'm not gonna jump.
Then are you even
No.
are you even really playing the game? At
Exactly.
That point?
Yeah.
Mhm. The game's playing you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to do anything.
Sold you
jump.
Russia.
Have people
Auto
reviewed it
aim.
playing with like the fiber optic, like the super good internet connection? Like
I don't know. I don't know too much about their reviews.
Yeah, that'd
but-
be the only other workaround.
yeah.
The only thing that they offered that was hardware was just a controller, right?
Yeah, it's just basic. Yeah, I think it's just a controller.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a subscription service too.
Yeah.
Let me check really
Well, yeah, it
quick.
has to be.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to subscription.
That Disney streaming service is coming out next month.
Yeah, the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard of that Mandalorian show?
I've heard of it. Yeah, you guys have talked about it, and then I saw just a couple of the trailers.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
I mean,
Mr. Star Wars
I
nerd.
like all Star Wars. Like I said, I watch for the entertainment value. I'm a fan of the Knights of the Old Republic and SWTOR. So,
SWTOR.
Oh, I guess that is Knights of the Republic.
Yeah.
Did
Anyway,
they confirm
I mean
Knights of the
the
Old
game,
Republic
the RPG.
movie?
What?
Did they confirm a Knights of the Old Republic movie, or am I dreaming?
I think it's mainly rumor right now.
Okay.
I think the people that did Game of Thrones, people are expecting them to do that, which could happen.
be terrible because they really watched the end of that show.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, because when they talk about Mandalorians just playing through the games, like there's not a lot of stuff about them. So now to have a whole show.
Did
goes
you
back
ever
to that
watch
history.
the Clone Wars TV show?
I did a little bit. Yeah.
There was quite a bit of Mandalore and the
Okay.
Mandalorians in that show.
So there's
which-
a lot of lore in that show.
There actually is.
Yep,
yeah.
that's why I liked it, but
Yeah.
I just never got to sit down.
I want to
and
watch it. I've never watched it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm sure it'll all be on the Disney Plus service.
Is it
when
still on
comes out.
Netflix or is it off Netflix?
I
I
think
don't
I
know.
saw it on Netflix. Yeah.
I think
Is
it's
it?
it's still on Netflix.
Isn't there some
until,
weird
like,
thing where
next
it's like
month.
out of order though, or something? Like if you watch it, like
I
don't know.
think so. Like season 3 actually takes place before season 2.
Oh, so it's like the original Star Wars.
yeah.
So yeah, the episodes.
messing it up.
It goes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, Rogue One.
It's in. They released in a certain order, and that's the order they're put. But the release order is not the timeline order. So you have to actually look up a list and surf through each season and be like, okay, I'm going to watch this one in order. That's as if you want to watch them in order of how they actually play out.
Right.
so weird
But
that they
isn't
made
that how
like,
you would want to watch it?
Well, okay, it's like watching Star Wars, though. Do you want to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or do you want to watch 4, 5, 6, and then go back and see the
sure.
foreshadowing
Machete order.
in 1, 2, and 3? Or you can do machete order, which is
Yeah.
like 4,
It's basically like
4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. Is that it?
It's 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Oh, what?
They just completely forget about episode 1.
Why?
Mainly because there's nothing really in that story that is crucial to the
Plot.
the true plot of like Anakin and him becoming Darth Vader.
Right.
Okay, that's fair.
And episode 2 is when you really start to get more character development with him struggling with dark side stuff and everything. When he's a little kid that's just excited about pod racing, then there's not like a big there's not like a big there's not like a big need to put that movie in. There are things in that movie that I still like though. I like the pod race.
That was cool. Yeah.
I liked the just the character
Duel of the
Qui-Gon
Fates.
Jinn and Obi-Wan. I liked their chemistry together.
Yep. Because then you see where Obi-Wan comes from. So like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
where
kind of
he's
see
teaching
like
him mental
Qui-Gon
ways.
Jinn's like way to deviate from like his personality is very
Mhm.
like I'm not going to follow the original orders of the Jedi
Right.
like council. I'm going to do my own thing.
It
So,
almost is kind of like now it's kind of almost foreshadowing for how Luke was in
Mm-hmm.
The Last Jedi, how he was kind of seeing like actually the Jedi weren't that great either and they made mistakes and like
which is one of the very few things I liked about the last
right, the very few things. Yeah, did you like The Last Jedi?
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, you don't need
Wait,
it.
I'm
Really?
behind, man. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
As I said, I have 2 small kids.
That's also
who
on Netflix.
Can't watch movies right now.
You can
'cause
borrow.
they don't care about it.
It's also
After
on
John
Netflix.
Wick, you can borrow The Last
Yeah.
Jedi.
Isn't it still on Netflix?
It is.
It
Yeah.
probably is. Yeah.
Yep.
Or have I seen it? I don't know.
Did you see Solo?
Yes, I saw that one.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, for the entertainment value.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, just getting the young Han Solo and where he came from.
Yeah, it was a fun ride. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but yeah, Last
Did it
Jedi.
stay true to the
sucked.
canon, whatever of Star Wars? I have no idea, but it was a good movie.
Well, it officially is canon because Disney's like it's canon.
If it's
We own the
if it's a movie, then it's canon, and that's
If it's a TV show,
it's a TV show.
canon,
It's canon.
except for the Clone Wars
And
TV
if
show.
the and if the
2006.
books, if
Wait,
the
that's
books,
not canon, the Clone Wars show.
no,
Clone
this
Wars
is a different one.
2006 show.
It's the 2D version.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, some people liked it, but it wasn't as good as the Clone Wars show.
Oh gosh, the new Clone Wars is great.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah. We've been playing. I played Battlefront 2 the other day, and we had talked about before how that game is basically just a Clone Wars game now.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Pretty much.
I have no problems with that because
It's
the
a
Clone
good,
Wars
it's a
is
good
the
way
best
to go.
era for like a military like
Well, yeah,
Star Wars
that's all
video
that was
game.
going on.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So
All
it's
the
like,
storm-
okay,
or
awesome,
not
man. Please have
stormtroopers.
more Clone Wars heroes. That's awesome. Ahsoka,
Yeah.
Ventress, Mace, Windu, and anything else, really.
Mhm.
And all the sweet vehicles
Yep.
of war coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, and that timeline in the Star Wars universe is just rich with planets and technologies and stuff. It just makes it more fun. So
It's the most fun setting out of all the Star Wars settings, I think.
yeah, I still like the original trilogy setting with just kind of the, almost under martial law the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I feel like the Star Wars world has like way more potential than like they've actually tapped into.
Yeah, hopefully that's changing, like with the Mandalorian show,
Yeah.
because I don't think it's in a time we haven't seen yet. I think it's like 6 years after Return of the Jedi,
Okay.
Episode 6. It's with a character we have never met before. It's in a different format than we've seen before, a live action TV show, which should feel different and hopefully change things up.
It's got a high budget though per episode.
It does. Like the trailer, it looked like
Yep.
It looked like one of the movies.
Yep.
Like you couldn't really tell.
yeah.
And it's Disney, so I'm sure they're throwing tons of money
Oh
at it.
yeah. They have all the money. They have all the
Right.
money.
And I think they know that people are going to watch it.
Yeah. I think that's
And
probably
subscribe to their
at
whatever
least for me, that's
service.
probably the main selling point for the Disney Plus service. It's like,
Because we were going to get it just for our kids, but then I'm like, oh, yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, yeah, we'll get it. I think we were going to like jump in because there was like an early bird special, whatever.
yeah.
We didn't get it for pretty cheap, but we didn't.
Yeah, I want Disney Plus really badly, but I don't want to feed Disney's monopoly. So
Well,
it's like
Sometimes you just have to.
You're probably
get what
doing
you
it
want,
without
man.
even knowing you're doing
Probably.
Yeah.
Did you watch Toy Story 4?
I did.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
it.
You already failed.
Yeah.
Might as well give in now.
There it is.
I saw those Mickey Mouse underwear you were wearing.
Gosh.
How? When did you see?
Not important. All right, so we were talking about the PS5.
Yeah, PS5.
So,
What you got, Will?
I guess it
All
can
right,
play Nintendo
so-
64 cartridges. Is what I read.
not exactly,
what it looked
but
like.
close. SNES, actually. Anyway, so the release date is officially holiday 2020.
Next year. Okay.
I like how they just say holiday. That could mean anything.
Yeah.
October
So
holiday.
like Thanksgiving? That's earlier.
That's probably what it'll be.
They'll probably do like Black Friday stuff.
Yep. Or something.
What month did the PlayStation 4 come out? Was it like November
November.
time?
That sounds
November.
right. It's always before December.
Yeah.
'Cause then they get it out, then
And there's
people
too
for Christmas
too
pick it
short
up.
of a span of time if you release in December. November allows for a little more breathing room.
And you get the diehard fans who like get it right up
Day
front.
one.
Yeah.
And then
I'm just scared.
Keep
Like
the
if I wait to buy it, it's gonna be sold out. Like the PS2, I think was sold out everywhere pretty much.
I don't think you'll deal with us selling out.
Probably not.
Not
Yeah.
with this. Maybe a little
Yeah.
bit, but like you'll be able to find
Well,
it somewhere.
Yeah, with the Switch, there was like a couple months where you couldn't find it anywhere.
That's Nintendo,
That's
right?
Nintendo though.
That's
They
Nintendo,
suck,
though.
that's
so-
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Hey, shut up. Oh gosh. Okay.
I'll probably pre-order one, honestly.
I will.
If they announce backwards compatibility,
Exactly.
I will.
I'll do that.
They,
if
no, they
do
have.
that.
They already have.
There's
all
like
PS4 games
there might
are
be an
pre-ordered.
asterisk by it. It might be only some games, from what I last read.
yeah, the
but,
ones that they put on the store or whatever.
Yeah. So there might be an
Download.
asterisk by it.
'Cause
But
I hope that I can carry over all my digital games too. That's the
Oh,
thing.
You
100%.
probably will because it's the PlayStation Plus.
Yep. They're already paying
account.
for it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it should be fine.
That'd be a low blow,
Like,
man, that they
yeah.
take it away.
oh, 100%. I have one of my favorite games digitally, and I'm scared that it's just
Yep.
nothing's going to transfer over. Anyway, so PS5. The controller is completely different.
Yeah, the controller
So-
sounds really cool.
The controller has something called adaptive triggers, in which that it'll adapt. Like if the game tells you that you're in mud, for example, it'll make it harder to press the trigger. If you're in a racing game and you're
It'll
going
also
through
be
mud.
like
Or like you're trying to turn the joystick, whatever, to turn. And it's like,
it'll also be like more like haptic feedback stuff. So like you'll feel like you're in water, or like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can feel like the bounciness of a wood floor.
Yeah, that replaces rumbling, I believe. Is that
Just
they
be
have an
careful of the
entirely new
neighbors
rumble
below, though.
feature. Yeah,
Yeah.
They'll get angry.
Yeah. Bunch of
that sounds
idiots.
sweet.
Bunch of dumb.
That's kind of what the Switch controllers are like.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
they have
kinda.
more
Yeah,
of
they
that.
have that special
advanced
whatever.
rumble or whatever it's
Yep.
called.
HD rumble.
All right, so they got new speakers on the controller, which is nice. Maybe we won't hear Landon's controller every single time we play GTA. There's a new USB, which is unfortunate. Like a new USB type.
C, right?
It's C.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fine.
so that's to the backwards, whatever. It doesn't matter which way you plug it.
Yeah, I prefer
But all the
C
new
over
smartphones
the
are-
micro.
Yeah, it's just a bummer because I wish you could use the same charging port for each controller, like the PS3 charging port. I can't use it with my PS4 controllers because like I have two
the PS4
USBs.
controllers should work with the PS5.
It should?
I would think so.
I think it's different because they have a whole new controller, right? So I'm guessing they want to make you
But
buy
I mean,
controllers.
I know, but like you can use PS4 on PS3, the PS4 controller on the PS. I would think since it is backwards compatible, I
Right.
would think you could use.
But you can't use the PS3 controller for the PS4.
yeah,
That's the situation that we're looking at with the PS4 controller for the PS5. But we'll see because the PS4 controller is also a Bluetooth controller, and maybe it'll read it as
yeah.
a
I feel like the
third-party
PS4 is
Bluetooth
going to be more
controller.
similar than the PS5 than the PS3 and PS4 controllers are a lot different.
vastly different.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah. Gosh.
that
this
controller
sucks.
sucks.
So
It does. Yeah, it does.
new solid state drive, I believe it is.
Ooh,
SSD
that's gonna be
will
nice.
help boot times, loading times, and streaming.
Yeah.
Then physical games for the console will be 100 gigabyte optical discs.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's also going to
bigger
support
games.
4K Blu-ray, right?
Yep, 4K Blu-ray is what the optical drive also is.
I think I have like 3 of those that I've never used. I don't even have a 4K TV, so I need one of those too.
Yeah, that might help. Or let's make it useful.
So something really cool that is a possibility is that I don't know exactly what this means, but a dot that one of the lists is a new modular approach to storing data. So finer grain access to data as opposed to big blocks. And the example they use in this post is users might have the ability to install only multiplayer components of the game.
Can't you do that now?
No.
You can choose what you want to.
You can choose what you want to download first, but you eventually have to download the whole game.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to download the whole game though? Eventually,
Let's say I'm playing Call of Duty. Okay.
like if you just
And
know that you're not wanting to play it single player.
I know
at
that I
all.
don't want to play single player at all. Let's say I'm running out of space on my hard drive.
Mhm.
I can delete the campaign portion of the game, which I don't play at all.
Yeah, or
and
you,
focus on
or you
zombies.
beat it and you're not going to go back.
Beat it, not going to go back.
Okay.
Delete the campaign part. Only play multiplayer and zombies, which is what I do. For
That
Call of
sounds
Duty.
cool.
That does, yeah.
Yeah, that's nifty.
And then apparently there's a completely new UI for the PS5.
I want to go back to that, like downloading the multiplayer
Yeah.
stuff too. I heard also that like you're going to be able to do things where like you're going to boot up the new like Wolfenstein game or something like you can like from the home screen you can like load the certain level without actually like booting up the game. Like
oh right, I've heard
get
that
right to your
too.
level,
Yeah,
like
Wow.
which is going to be interesting. Like you can
Yeah.
access like individual parts of the game. Which
I also heard that the company that made the Shadow Colossus remake for the PS4, they're working on something right
Blue
now.
Point Studios. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Yep. That's kind of the last point there. There's some other points, but it doesn't really mean much.
Yeah.
To-
Probably won't
chumps
get to
like us.
play because I don't have a life.
I think
don't
you
you
have
more
a
of a
life.
life than,
Oh.
than
and
we
so
do?
that's
Is
why
that-
you don't get to
is that
play.
why it's opposite?
that's an
I have
opposite one there.
Yeah, I boxed up all my consoles. I still have my Wii U out because I bought Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U and not the Switch, and then I couldn't bring myself to buy the game again. for the
Yeah,
Switch.
especially because you can't transfer over saves or
Exactly. Yep.
anything. So.
Well, yeah, it's a whole different console. Yep. So, but what's cool with the Wii U is you have the gamepad,
Mhm.
and
So you can look at the
I
map.
have it hooked up on the TV, so my wife's watching Friends or whatever, and I'm just sitting here. Doop, doop, doop. Same thing. That's why I like the Switch because yeah, it's a whole console right there, so I can just play whatever I want. But
Mhm.
and then I got a TV from my parents, so I have like a little workspace in my garage that kind of finished off. So I put in this little flat screen in there, and I was all excited.
Was that in
Oh,
there when
sweet.
you showed me?
I don't think so. This was like this week.
Oh,
that I
yeah.
put it
I
in.
wasn't there.
No. So I got it all dialed in, hung it on the wall. It's looking awesome. And then I'm like, oh, I can bring my consoles out here and just lock them up. And then now I can disappear and play some games for a little bit. But I turned the TV on, and then there was a big old crack.
Oh,
But it's
no.
like behind. I don't know what the screen type is, but yeah, like you can't see it with the TV off. But as soon as you turn it on, like internally, yeah, it's just cracked.
Yeah.
Rust. And I'm like, well,
Hmm.
there goes my hopes and dreams.
Shattered,
of
just like the TV.
maybe playing a game.
That's sad. That's really sad.
You played The Last of Us, right, Brandon?
I played a little bit of it, yeah. So
Okay.
Jesse, I just log on to his account on my PS4 and just play all of his games.
He's got so many. He's got like all.
Well, yeah, I don't,
Dude, he's not going to play all of them. So
he
just
complains about not having money, and I just look
Oh,
at it.
yeah. Dude, that's
There we
all.
go.
Duh, no wonder you don't have.
He was
any money.
he was actually just criticizing Colby for spending money.
Really?
Like coffee.
Yeah, that
He's
guy.
like, and
Oh,
we're like,
gosh.
dude, but you like always complain about not having money.
It was
He's
just a
like,
couple weeks ago. He was like, so like every like Christmas time, my work gives me like $100 bonus, which I spend it on. It's like, how about you save it?
How about we throw that
He's
in
like,
the bank?
yeah.
and
Nah.
hold it in there.
does he just like he gets money, just doesn't like he just has to get rid of it. Like he has to
I
burn.
guess, yeah. I think he like buys what he needs and then has the surplus. So instead of just keeping it there in case a car dies or something happens, he's just like, oh well, I got $100. Yeah, I got to go buy a new game. No, Jesse, you already have 5 you haven't played yet.
Yeah, probably more like
It becomes more of
25.
it becomes more of a time constraint, right?
Well, I turned into the big brother, like Jesse, like come on, man, like think about this. Whoa, I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Classic Jesse.
Bless his heart, Jesse.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, all my stuff's boxed up, and I was hoping to bring it out, but maybe next year we'll just get a PS5.
Well, maybe you'll get some fun games this Christmas time that you'll have to play on the PS4 with us.
Well, that's the thing, yeah, because listening to the podcast, it just makes me smile. It reminds me when I was in New York, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning for me, but it's like 11:30 for you guys, whatever. However that timeline figures out. But so anyway, I'm exhausted, but hearing you guys just banter the whole time as we're doing whatever GTA,
Yeah.
so just reminds me of that. I'm like, oh, that was fun,
Good times.
good times, but yeah, don't have time anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You're all grown up.
But if you get that apartment a block from my house, I'll just show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring my broken TV and my PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Well, we'll see. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, Brandon, you're heading out here pretty soon. You're gonna go pick some pumpkins
Pick
or
some
whatever.
pumpkins. Yep, up at Green Bluff. Good old Green Bluff here in
It's a
Spokane.
local area where they grow every type of fruit
Everything.
imaginable.
Yeah, it's just farms, all the family
Yeah.
farms out there, and this is their like the money making season.
Yeah.
Thousands go out there.
Are you guys doing like the corn mazes and stuff?
Oh, we
or-
might. Yeah, I don't know if there's any there, but we're going to Hidden Acres, whatever that farm is.
Mhm.
But the main stop's Big Barn Brewery.
Yeah.
So we'll go and get the pumpkins, and then Big Barn's right across from Hidden Acres.
Nice.
Do they serve
So-
food? You said they serve food and stuff.
Yeah,
there,
usually
too?
at Big Barn they have food trucks, but I don't know what's there and when they close. So
I
Hidden
think,
Acres closes.
I think
here in
friend of
a
the
few
show,
hours.
Jonah, played out there a couple of years ago.
Probably, yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. I haven't had any. Well, I've bought the beer from like the grocery store, but I haven't been to the actual.
What is there?
brewery
What does
yet.
it look like? I can't recognize.
Big
like,
Barn?
yeah, I can't recognize the
Well,
name.
looks like a big barn.
It's a big barn.
Yeah, so you're coming up Green, whatever the main road to Green Bluff. You turn right instead of keeping going to then go to Harvest House. But yeah, you turn right and then follow that road a little bit. Yeah, it's just like
Oh,
this big
Big barn.
barn-looking thing, and then they have their parking, which is just an open field.
Do they brew everything right there too? Or
They
have,
do,
like,
yeah.
the-
So the brewery is there.
that's cool.
And then they, for the festival, whatever season, they have pumpkins you can buy there, and they probably grab produce from the other farms.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty happening place up there.
Yeah. It's a
So-
cool area. It's just a local, fun area, especially like in this time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It just is a fun place to go.
Yep, you got the leaves changing colors
Yeah.
and all the
Snow.
stuff is going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now
The 27 degrees.
hey,
and
it's
snow.
probably melted by now. Okay,
Yeah.
give Spokane some credit.
It's so hard to, and the weather here
It's
is
so
just
unpredictable.
so weird. Like
27
we'll probably have like 60-degree weather next week, and then next Saturday it's gonna be like 20.
Yep.
You
Well, I was
know?
just out there this morning. It was 34. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
now it's warmed up with the sun, but
Yeah.
it's dumb. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I hate the cold weather. It's
Or
miserable.
at least consistent cold weather. Fall time should be cool, and then
Yeah.
as we get closer to winter time, then it should be
Yeah.
30
Like I would
degrees.
say like around like 55 and like sunny is good fall weather.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like that's nice. Like you could probably be okay with like a t-shirt, but you want to like layer up.
yeah.
But when it's like 33, 34,
You got a bundle.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like okay,
I
I'm
shouldn't
not
be
ready
having
for
to-
this yet.
I shouldn't have to be scraping my windshield in the morning.
Oh gosh.
Like,
Yep.
Actually, I've been using this like piece of material. It feels almost like a just a light jacket or something, like a windbreaker or something. It's that type of material. It's the size of your windshield. You open your doors and you lock the material on the
On the
windshield
outside?
on the outside,
Okay.
and it completely
yeah.
protects it.
Yeah.
So you just go up there in the morning, open your door, rip it off, and your windshield's perfectly fine.
You're a chump.
I was thinking that. I was
it's
like,
so-
I wonder how that looks.
it's so
Like, just have a
awesome.
giant-
It's
just
got
have
like
a
this like
giant,
paisley design on it.
Oh.
But it works. I was really surprised that it worked because it's just like this flimsy material. I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way
You
this
just-
is going to do
Yeah,
anything.
you're just blocking the moisture. That's
Yeah,
all
but
you're doing.
it's
Yeah.
awesome. I just go out there, open the door, rip it off. I can see.
What you should do is park
Gosh,
under
dang
a
it.
tree or like a carport or a garage.
I can't.
All right, well then your windshield bra is the way to go.
Yeah.
Shield
Manzier, thank you very much.
A bro.
Bro.
I love that episode of Seinfeld.
Oh, it's great. With the George's dad.
Yeah,
and
and Kramer trying to make the man's ear or whatever, and then
Oh,
the mom walks in on trying to put it on.
Great show.
My economics professor used a clip from Seinfeld to teach us or to help teach us class. It was the clip in where Jerry is dating I don't know her name, but she has a roommate, and he tries to get the switch. Like he tries to switch with the
Oh, to take the
roommate
other girl.
to take the other girl.
Oh yeah.
And the plan that they put in motion is a
Yeah, I know which one it is.
yeah.
They
so
propose like a threesome, right?
They propose
yeah.
a threesome, and so the original consequence of that plan is they wanted the girl to be disgusted and somehow switch with the roommate. I can't remember the exact
But
details,
then they're both into it, right?
but it turns out they're both into it. And so, is it George's name?
Yeah, George is
George is like, "What are you doing? Why not?" And Jerry's like, "No, I want him to switch, not both of them," or something like that. And he used that as a way to explain substitutes and complements in economics about, for George, the goods, which was the girlfriend, were complements. They went with each other. And then for Jerry, the goods were substitutes. So
Uh-huh.
So
There's a funny ending to that. There's a funny end to that episode.
I don't know what that ending is.
He didn't get that far.
Yeah,
I didn't get that far. I
You
just
got
watched
the
that clip.
economic
I
point.
got an
and that's
economic
it.
point and exited out.
yeah.
It's really sad.
They should have a Seinfeld class.
Oh,
College, just
You
watch an
could
episode of
learn
Seinfeld,
everything you need to know.
yeah.
That's a great show.
It's so
We've talked about it multiple times, but that show's so good.
I think it's
Seinfeld.
the funniest show ever made.
Yeah.
Objectively.
I should probably watch it again because, like Friends, when it was out, it was a very popular show, very whatever, all the characters and drama. But at the time, I was younger, so I'm like, yeah, okay, it's stupid. Same thing with Seinfeld. It was just another show that was on TV, but now that I'm older, I might appreciate it more.
Yeah. Apparently, Friends is like huge in the UK.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
huge everywhere too. Like,
It
it's
is
made
now.
It's made
It
like
is
a
now. Yeah.
resurgence, like,
yeah.
like
I mean, when it was on, it was popular, but like it was always popular in the UK, and now it's like starting to like get
Yeah, it
ground
makes
again
sense because if it's my generation, so there was people a few years older than me
here.
who were watching it, but they like related to the characters.
Right.
But me being a few years younger, I had nothing.
Yeah.
So then now being older, coming back and watching it, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Just all the relationship issues and just the friends inner turmoil of living in the apartments together.
Right.
It's just, it's like, oh, okay, I relate to these guys
Yeah.
now, so it's cool.
Well, I just started watching How I Met Your Mother again, and that's the same type of thing. It's
Oh,
just it's such a funny show with their their chemistry with the characters, and they live in the same. It's very Friends type of show, but
It's almost a spin-off,
almost pretty close.
or at least the same idea.
Yeah.
My Facebook feed always pulls up clips from both Friends and How I Met Your Mother. Like I watch a sports video and then it loads the next video, and for some reason it's like a clip from Friends. So I've seen like dozens of
You've
clips.
seen the
like,
whole show by this point.
because I just lay in
Pieced
bed
it
and I just
together.
like, I guess I'll watch this, and it's funny where like I've seen dozens of How I Met Your Mother clips. I'm like, haha, but I've never like sat down and watched like a full
Sure.
episode of anything.
Probably don't need to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but we
you,
just turn it on for noise in the background.
Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
No, that one I've been told I should watch it,
You
but
should.
I never.
Because
Because it was primetime TV, whatever. I never had time to sit down and watch it at the time it was on,
yeah,
and then I don't have Hulu or whatever else to watch it later. So
yeah.
now that it's all out.
They just released a movie.
Yep.
Like a finale movie. It was great. I watched it.
Oh, did you like
yeah,
it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's good.
It's good to get back into that. Like, I want to go back and rewatch the whole show because it still is probably one of the best like dramas.
and that's what I've been told to watch it.
I'll try to give it another shot.
Yeah.
Because I got through the first season and I was like, meh.
It's pretty intense, isn't it?
I think and I think like I watched it when I watched it probably 6 or 7 years ago. I think it would hit harder now that I'm older too.
Sure.
Like there's certain things that I've watched or like gone back to that like they like are better being older.
Mhm.
Like you get some more of the
mature vibes.
Yeah.
Like the
like
the stuff you understand that you're older now.
yeah.
Right.
So I want to go back and watch the whole thing again. So
Yeah.
it's a cool thing they made that though. It was like 5 or how many years over like
Ended
6 years after
2013, right?
Yeah, so 6 years
Yeah.
after they make. I mean, they've done the spinoff about the lawyer, the prequel about him, which has been
Better
which is
Call
pretty-
Saul?
Yeah,
Is that
which,
it?
which that's really good too. I've only watched a couple seasons of
Yeah,
that.
Dave likes that show a lot.
Yeah. So, but to go back to that story was just kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like put
Sweet.
a bow on it. Like,
That's good to know because some of the Netflix movies that have come out recently have just kind of been
Murder
Turd.
Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, that sounds
Gosh,
awesome.
are those movies done yet? He made like 5 of
I
those.
feel like he signed
Netflix
another deal. I
movies.
thought.
Oh
Like,
gosh,
Apparently,
Who
it was
knows?
watched like 35 million times, which is the best
So
opening,
bad.
quote unquote, opening weekend of a movie on Netflix.
That's so dumb. His movies are terrible.
yeah, they're releasing a Scorsese movie on Netflix.
Yeah, The Irishman.
That looks great. So
Yeah, looks promising.
yeah, that's also going on in theaters too, though. I think or limited run or something.
I'd probably limit.
It'll probably make its way to theaters, I think, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're getting there. But
Yeah, there's. I can't remember. There was another movie I saw a trailer for that was a Netflix movie. I can't remember what it was though. It looked good though.
yeah, the Breaking Bad one's more just like a 2-hour finale to a.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Did it feel like a movie or did it feel like a TV show?
It felt like a high budget TV show, probably. I mean, like it's a tight, like it was like a tight 2-hour.
Mm.
It was 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah, but how it was filmed wasn't like it was in the show.
I
Well,
think
the
it
show
kinda
was
no,
the
it
show
was
was filmed pretty like
professional.
cinematic.
Yeah,
right?
it was
Yeah.
filmed good. It was like
Sure.
the only difference. I mean, the actors a little bit. You know, there's quite a few of the same actors in there a little bit. You can kind of,
Yeah.
this is 6 years down the road, but like it's really good and like, yeah, it was like a good like send off like for it.
Sure.
So it was cool.
They did the same thing with Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I watched that only because my wife likes that show. But they did 4 episodes, not a 2-hour movie.
Yeah,
I wasn't a fan though, because you can see when they're like in the like original episodes, all the banter and stuff that the characters do is spot on because that's what they've been doing forever. But then they take a long hiatus, bring those same actors back, and then they do the thing, and then
Yeah.
just the banter didn't seem right to
was
me.
it supposed to pick up right after where the show had stopped, or was there like an actual
Yeah,
time
kind of.
jump?
So there's
Yeah.
some. Oh, no, not right after. So there's some delay, and then life events happen. So now you're getting caught up on everything.
Yeah.
But just the actors themselves trying to replay those roles again, you could tell just something was off to
Yeah.
This
me.
is like season 7 of Parks and Recreation.
I guess so. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, where it just seems off a little bit. So
Yeah.
I mean, everyone who liked Gilmore Girls loved the 4
Yeah.
episodes, but me watching it, as I'm not a fan of it anyway.
Yeah,
I'm like, it just
yeah.
doesn't seem
And
like the show.
the Breaking Bad thing might have felt more like it might have kind of snapped you out of it if you just got done watching the show and then
Mhm.
watched that, but I haven't watched any of it
Sure.
because the finale, I don't think it's really spoiler. The movie takes place moments after the end of the show, basically. Like it
Yeah,
picks
like
up-
they're picking it right
yeah,
up. Yeah.
So if you would just like for the first time finish Breaking Bad like 2 days before you watch, you're like, oh, this doesn't
Sure.
look right, but I didn't notice. So
Sweet. Cool. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Think I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm just here.
Yes,
Thanks
you
for
are.
inviting me.
Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us,
thank you
Brandon.
for coming on the show, Brandon. You were a delight.
Thank you. Maybe
And,
I'll get a call back. We'll
you
see.
probably will. Yeah.
Throw my 2
Yeah, we'll
cents
talk.
here.
We'll give you.
I know how busy you are, but we'd
Oh,
love to
man.
have you back on.
Well, it's winter time, so real estate world slows down quite
Slowing
a
down
bit.
a little bit.
so
Sweet. Well, expect a text or a call.
sounds great. Or maybe you'll move into an apartment of mine. Or not
Like
an apartment, a house.
A block away.
A rental.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be fun. Have
Yeah.
my
Yeah, it sounds like you.
own place.
That
We'll
would be
see.
really fun.
I'll keep you guys in mind as we get closer to finishing.
Nick's like, please.
please, please let me
Yeah.
know.
Get me out of here.
Oh my goodness.
these people stomping so loud upstairs.
Oh no! I actually have
Oh,
like a
gosh.
good complaint for stomping
You got little
upstairs.
kids running around.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Just
Screaming.
can't stop
Can you
them.
hear the pee in the corner when said family member pees on the floor?
Oh gosh.
That's disgusting.
Or worse things
Pee
on
on
the floor. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the show for the week. Thanks for listening, guys. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website at www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast, and join our Facebook group at HK Hotkeys. Please like, review us, and subscribe on whichever platforms you use. And finally, you can contact us via email, hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
Bye.